My whistle's a little off. Oh, what a day. What a morning. What a week. But we're here. And it's game day, kids. Week 3, game 3, right in front of you. How you doing? With yours truly, Stork Montgomery. Ready to roll. Ready to roll, gentry. No Krager head today. I left it at the house. It's been a real long week. So we'll jump right into it. I've got a lot of stuff to cover. Titans. They're going to get cranked up because that ain't going to take much longer. Get to the sports. And there it is. Look it right there, kids. The I train is ready to roll. My man, Octavius Mathers, tomorrow night at 6 o'clock, Alabama State, MTSU at Floyd Stadium. The Stork, Judy the Beauty, will all be there getting the train. He looks good. Boy, I'm so happy for him. Mathers hopes to resume his success on offense in his hometown. You better buckle it up and try to catch him because he's going to be ready to roll. Onwumer joins Stars at Oakland. Region schedules kick off tonight. Cecil Joyce, D&J, prep editor. Not Tom Krager, who's down at the Tennessean running headquarters. Let's get to a topic. Well, it's kind of right here all on the front, and I've been just kind of exemplifying it as I came out. Spirit. You know, kids, spirit is a cool thing. Now, what do I know about spirit? Well, let's go back and see if we can find some things about spirit about Stork Montgomery. Well, in 7th grade, I was voted most spirited in my middle school. 8th grade, most spirited. Freshman, sophomore, junior, and senior year, most spirited individual in the whole school. And did I know that was coming? No. Is spirit something that mom and daddy give you? Could be. If you know my dad, you might think, yeah, there might be a little spirit in Wales. But what kind of revolves around all this is it's my class reunion. 30 years ago, this past May, I graduated. But this Saturday night, my whole class will gather together back in my hometown in Litchfield, Kentucky, Grayson County High. And they'll celebrate what was going on 30 years ago and catch up with each other and, you know, whatnot. But the thing about it that makes it so cool, do you know what my school's colors were? They were orange and blue, same as Blackman. Now, we wasn't the Blaze, we were the Cougars, but still, isn't it funny how all that irony takes place and brings us to this moment? And spirit is something that, you know, you got to have it on a successful team. If you didn't have, what would you do? If you've got a lot of spirit right now, you can build from spirit, but you can't build from no spirit. If your team, you know, and I'll tell you, two good scenarios went on last night. So, Muschamp over at South Carolina beat Vandy. But at the end of the game, I mean, he's hugging those coaches, those players. The head coach was going nuts. Maybe he thought he didn't have a chance to beat Vandy, or maybe he thought it was going to be a tall task for his team to travel downtown Nashville over off West End and get that W. I don't know, but man, he had some spirit. If you just watched the end of the game, it just came right through the screen. And then you flip over to Butch, and he won the game, UT. But I don't think there was a whole lot of spirit. I think they were glad they got out of there alive. But I don't want to take nothing away from Appy State. Had a good game plan. They spread the field. Tailback got over 20 carries, but there toward the end, once he got up over at 20 carries, I started telling my dad, it's going to be tough now. I mean, Appy's a good football team, and they're going to win a lot of football games for the rest of the season. Don't you think they're not? Got a good coach. I'd hate to meet Appy State. They're ready to roll. They got a lot of spirit on there. Even though they lost, they got something they can build from. Even though something bad happened to them, they got something they can build from. So spirit sometimes comes even if you win, and sometimes it comes even if you lose. But you can't just gauge it. It's got to be right in here. I mean, and you can't just say, I need you to get some spirit in you, son. It's not possible. Either you got it or you don't. Either you want to be there or you don't want to be there. Even through adversity. And what the irony part of it is, and I don't mean throw somebody under the bus, but I'm going to tell a little story here about Storky. I played basketball 4 years. I wasn't the greatest in the world. I mean, I got up and down the floor, shoot out 6'3". We could pass it around, rebound, shoot, and have a good time. I mean, I wasn't the greatest. I mean, but the coach that coached me, I don't think he liked me too well. But he let me on the team. I was there all 4 years. But, at the end of the day, would he send me a Christmas card? I don't think so. I hadn't seen one from him since. But I don't send him one either. But what I'm trying to get at is, he kept me on the team. You know why? He wanted that spirit. He couldn't afford to lose it. And I knew it. I knew it more than he did. And I wouldn't let him get my spirit down and break my spirit. And when he did that, he did the most magical thing to me. He fired me up still today. Because when people try to break your spirit or try to take something away from you like that, sometimes you just got to ball up and say, boys, you ain't going to do this. And there's bad spirit. What if you've got bad spirit throughout your club? I mean, this spirit thing, we could go on and on and on about it. But the thing about it is, where are you with your spirit? That's in your daily lives, whether you work in a workplace, or you're going to school here at Blackman, or over at Riverdale, or Oakland, or Siegel, or down at Smyrna. Well, where's your spirit? Kelly Fauché. Where's Bryce's spirit tonight when the Blue Jays take the field down in NOLA? I bet it's going to be fired up, because I know Kelly Fauché is fired up. Boy, I'm really worried. Let's wrap that one up. We'll come back to spirit just here in a minute. I'm going to weld it all, dovetail it together. We're going to pull it together. But boy, I'm really worried about all my kids down along the Panhandle. I got that whole Hayes family, Robbie and Patrick and Grace and Katie and Tyler and Holly and John Michaels over in Denver. But still, that whole deal, I mean, that family, and then you got RWL, and then you got Tyson, and I've just got thousands of friends, and Arthur Baker and Spotswood, and there's just tons of people in Florida that are just taking a beating in my NOMO, New Orleans Mobile team, and Southern Light Fiber, and some of my team people down there. I love all those people. Just hang in there and keep your spirit high, okay? I'm thinking about you, and I want you to get through this, and we will. If you need me, call me. I don't have a whole lot of room at the house, but we'll figure it out. Find another topic. Number 10 Vols defeat Appy State. Associated Press. Play for Tay events set for September 3rd and 4th. Krager out to defend champion. Dun, 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 Tom Krager. There he is. And then we got Cecil, and then Aldo Amato. Aldo's helping me out a lot. Then you got Joe Dubin, Greg Pogue, Walt Langworthy, and Brandon Gall. And they're all picking them. What night? Let's run down some games here, get caught up. Coffee County at Smyrna, Robert L. Rake Stadium, that's down the road. Columbia Central at Laverne, that'll be right across the street from Smyrna High School. Then Stewart's Creek at Franklin County, so that's going to be a little trip for them. MTCS at Joe Burns, Eagleville at East Robertson, Grundy at Cannon County. And then, of course, Oakland is going to travel over to Siegel, and then I'm going to go over to the reservation and watch the backyard brawl between Blackman and Riverdale. So let's find our last topic, wrap it up, get out of here, get to work, do some things, and then get ready to go game. Ain't much over there, Tom, or Cecil. Take it back over here. Find something. All right, let's get out of here. So there's something that's got to be there on a winning team or through your life or success, and that word is love. Now, if you're a manager, you got to have love for the people you're managing. If you're a football coach, you got to love those kids, and it's a different kind of love. You got to love the way they play, the way they come out to practice. Maybe it's the way that they just handle themselves. Maybe you don't tell them or whatever. But the word love for English, love for what you do. I'm not talking about love I'm not talking about that, okay? I'm talking about a love that's an internal love that's just because it's a different feeling. They do certain things and they don't have to tell you. That's the cool thing about love. If you really love something, or you're really involved in something, or you really care about something, you don't really have to tell anybody. You do it through nonverbal action. You just show it. And when times are tough, you are able to pull the team together and love them and hang on to them and keep it going. And the question is, where is your love level? And then how does that tie with spirit? Well, if you ask me, I think spirit and love dovetail together. I think they have to anchor to each other. I don't think you can have spirit if you don't have love. And then you can't have love unless you have spirit. Now, are they both the same? Heck no. No way. But they're two different definitions specifically, but they intertwine and tie together, because I don't think you can have one without the other. I don't think you can be in a good marriage or a good relationship unless it's spirited and there's love. You see what I mean? Well, let's wrap it up. Of course, where you're at Blackman, nothing going on here tonight. I'm going over to Riverdale, like I said. And then tomorrow, something's going to happen that's very special to me. I get to, a kid I just love, and I have a lot of spirit for it. I love to watch him run. If you can't run the football, you got to do two things in football, kids. You got to be two-dimensional. And especially when it comes down to playoffs or bowl time. You got to be able to pass the ball, and you got to be able to run the ball. Those two things you got to be able to do. You got to be two-dimensional. So I love to run because two things happen when you put the ball in the air. Three things happen, and two of them ain't good. You figure that out, kids. But anyway, everybody, let's have a great, great weekend. I'll be thinking about everybody, and I love all you kids, and I got a lot of spirit and passion. We had some adversity last Friday night. Lost a laptop. It was, gosh, as the rain poured down into the screen, it was kind of heartbreaking to watch your computer just literally melt before your eyes, but it happened. It's been a tough week. I got an eye infection. That ain't good, but we're going to make it. We're going to get through it. And new computer. We're all set to broadcast tonight. Judy the Beauty and I will turn up at about 6:30 over at Riverdale High School, Central Standard Time. And I hope you tune in and watch us bring the game to you. I'll call all the action, and I don't know much else. If you see me at the game, give me a shout. Had a lot I wanted to cover. The reunion, 30 years. Hey kids, Grayson County, have a good one. Judy the Beauty and I, we won't be there, but we'll be thinking about you. We're going to go over and watch the train run up and down the field. I am not kidding. We are ready to roll. See you at the game tonight, and I'll see you tomorrow night, MTSU fans. God bless. Take care. I am the man who truly, truly, truly delivers with passion and spirit and love. That's me, the Stork. I'm out. Yeah, left the Krager head. I was all wired up, ready to get out here and see you kids. See you tonight.